Yo, so this is Shogun, and this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while. Really simple video, but this is my retro gaming setup. So, just gonna give you a quick run through of all my retro consoles and how I have it set up and how I have it organized, cable managed, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So let's start with the oldest. I've got the original NES down there. It's definitely not the most interesting thing over here, but it is the oldest. So yeah, this is the 1984 NES. This is the NES I've basically had my entire life. So yeah, that's it. It's still in good condition. If you have one of these, just replace the pins. They're not broke. They just need the pins replaced. These things are really kind of tanks, but the pins are very fragile. So if you just replace them out when they get loose, they'll work just fine. So yeah, I'm basically kind of a Mario kind of guy. I always love playing Mario. Everybody likes playing Mario when they come over. I have this set up. This is kind of my man cave, and I will often have a lot of friends come over just to come and play games and hang out, watch football, that kind of stuff. So yeah, so the next thing is Super Nintendo. I really love playing the Super Nintendo. It's probably my second favorite system. Yeah, you can tell it's all yellow and stuff like that. That's the original one I bought in like 1990. So I love that system. I love on it, especially Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I think that's like Street Fighter 2 Turbo to me is like the best Street Fighter. Okay, the sound, the graphics, the gameplay. To me, it's really, really good. So next thing is Nintendo 64. I love playing 64. It's probably my third favorite system. Love playing GoldenEye and all those good games like that. At the bottom, you see the GameCube and the Wii. Those are probably my least played systems. GameCube, the graphics just look uber dated. Obviously, everybody likes playing Melee. Everybody likes playing the party games on Wii. So I keep it around, but I don't really use it all that much. So over here, I guess you would call it the Sega side. You got the Sega Genesis. Genesis still holding up great. It's a pretty durable machine. That's the original one I had that I stole from one of my buddies. The Dreamcast, I don't have many games for that, but it's basically just a Street Fighter machine. The Xbox, I'm kind of a collector of Xboxes. I hold on to the parts because there's some things about the Xbox that are kind of fragile, like the hard drive, the DVD drive. Like, it's not a horribly constructed machine, but over time it's got its issues. So I have like 4 of them, and I just keep them for parts because there's a lot of games that I really like playing on Xbox, like Halo. Yeah, just all the original Halos. I just love playing those games. The original Xbox has a lot of great games. So at the bottom is the PS2. The PS2 is obviously the greatest gaming system of all time. It's definitely my favorite system to play on just because it's just got so many good games. It's got a lot of great Street Fighter games and stuff like that too. So I've got a Xbox 360 over here in the corner. If you can see that, that's the 360. If I can, it's there. Trust me. I promise you. I just couldn't get any light over there. So yet another Street Fighter machine. But yeah, so kind of the centerpiece of it all is my Sony HD TV. It's 4x3. You don't see very many of those. It's got HDMI. The scaler is great. It's got 1080i output, but it's got 1400 scan lines. So this is basically the best 4x3 TV ever made. So yeah, this is where it's at. I can't remember. It's the KD36. I can't remember. Yeah, KD36. But this is the super fine pitch model. So this is the best of the best. This is as good as it gets. And it's 300 pounds. Can you imagine how difficult it was to haul this thing in here? But it was worth every ounce of pain and suffering that I had to go through to get it in here. So you probably noticed the surround sound system down there, but what you don't notice is the switcher. So that's what controls everything. Everything's most of the stuff is hooked up to the switcher. And I got it going through one input in the back of the Sony. And I just switched through. I actually have a little key over here I'll show you in a second to, everybody who comes in to play games. I try to give them a heads up on how to do everything. But yeah, so there's a switcher down there that controls all of the, I guess the systems that are not HD. But the systems that do have HD capability, like the Xbox, like the PS2, like the Wii, they are actually going straight to the TV. So right now, this is the PS2 on the TV, and it's going over component straight to the TV. The Xbox is going to over component straight to the TV. The Wii is going to the TV over S-Video. Wii graphics, who kind of cares, but S-Video and component aren't too terribly separate. They're not too terribly different, but component is better. The Dreamcast is going, I think it's going to the switcher, so it's just SD. But everybody knows you can get S-Video out of the Dreamcast too. So, yeah. What you don't see, what I haven't talked about yet, is this is not retro, but this is my gaming PC that I keep in here. And I'll just take you over there and give you a brief tour. I haven't done a tour of this PC yet. Maybe I can focus on the inside. Maybe I should take the lid off. So, you've probably seen my latest video with my main rig that I game on. But this is, my goal is to kind of separate that, and put all my gaming stuff in here. And let's see if I can get some light here. Let's see. Boom. Flashlight on. No. But anyway, so this computer has got a 7990. It's got an 8350 in there. This is a thermal take. I can't remember the name of the chassis, but it's one of those dang cube chassis. It looks cool. I like it a lot. I wouldn't change anything about it. I think it's a pretty good looking build. It's got a Quadro in there, so I guess it's got a little business in the front, party in the back thing going on. It's a good machine. 16 gigs of RAM. I wish I had better light, but I don't. So, but yeah, that's the gaming PC. It's just a Steam PC basically, but it is running Windows 10. I put that together not long ago. So here's just some of my games. Like I said, I don't have a ton of games, but the games that I do have are pretty good. Sega games. All my carts are down here. Let's pull those out. Put those in the light. So obviously you want to keep your carts clean. You want to keep those clean. So I got covers for all of my NES games, and I don't have covers for Super Nintendo games, but they don't need them as much. There it isn't so much of an issue for those. But yeah, like I said, I don't have a ton of games, but the games I do have are really, really good. So I try to do quality over quantity. All right. So anything else? Did I miss anything? Nah, I think that's pretty much it. I got the sub over there. Nothing, no big deal. I love these cubes that I have. It's a really good addition. I mean, it just really spaces everything out nicely and makes it look neat. You see I have like some backs for those cubes. I actually just took some poster board and just staple gunned them on there, so you can't see all my wires. It just makes it look a lot neater. You can see those little boards back there. Put those boards down so that you can't see the wires going to the TV. It does a great job of covering those up. Nobody wants a bunch of nasty looking ugly wires. I'll try to show you in the back if you can see some of my cable management. It's too dark. You can't see it. But, the cable management isn't too bad. You really can't see any of these cables at all. So, focus. Yeah. So, yeah, that's my retro gaming setup. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please subscribe. If you've got any ways that I can improve my setup here, I would love to know. If you want to give me some old gaming stuff, I'll take it. But so this is Shogun signing off. Like, subscribe, and leave your comment below. Peace out.